You have the 49ers taking Mac Jones. You think that's what they coughed up all of that draft capital to go get is Mac Jones of Alabama? Why?
I would take Trey Lance. I'm just going to be honest. I would take Trey Lance from North Dakota State. I think that he has the highest ceiling of the other quarterbacks after the top two. But I keep hearing, the intel I keep getting is that Mac Jones is going to be the pick. And listen, I understand. Like, Kyle Shanahan wants a guy that he knows it, like he can understand the game and he has the same brain that he has, and he can just throw him out there. And if you look at the analytics, like from the pressure QBR to the blitz QBR to 21-plus yard QBR, Mac Jones has the best numbers, but he's not as athletic as Justin Fields or Trey Lance. And I don't know. I personally would take Lance, but Mac Jones makes a lot of sense, and that's what everyone keeps telling me.
Our colleague Bucky Brooks on Friday's show said that he refers to Mac Jones as Iron Man, where the suit makes him a superhero, and the suit is Alabama's staff and team, and that how many times did you look at Alabama and say Mac Jones was the best player on the field, and you don't trade all of that capital to go up and get somebody at the position who's not that he used the word pedestrian when he talked about Mac Jones. So your evaluation is Lance is the best of the three remaining, not named Lawrence and Wilson. That's your evaluation on everything?
Correct. And then Fields would be fourth, and then Mac Jones would be fifth.
Wow. But you're hearing you're hearing otherwise it's going to be Jones.
I keep hearing it, but it's hard to buy it, to be completely honest. I keep looking at this, and I think about Kyle Shanahan watching Matt Ryan, getting out of field goal position in the Super Bowl and losing that Super Bowl, and then watching Patrick Mahomes run around in the second half and extend plays with that mobility. And I know that he wants football intelligence, and I know what he's had before. But it just, to me, don't you want someone that you can develop and has a higher ceiling? So it's going to be fascinating to see. I mean, the draft really starts at 3. We know the first 2 picks, you just mentioned them, but the draft really starts at 3. And then you get to Atlanta at 4, and I don't think they want to take a quarterback. I think they want to give Matt Ryan a weapon, but I think they're going to take a quarterback the more I study it, just because they know that they have to set themselves up for success for the next 10 years,
So before we get to that, though, just one last thing on this quarterback evaluation. Todd McShay of ESPN here on the Rich Eisen Show, 10 days before the NFL draft on ESPN, ABC, and then my coverage on NFL Network right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What do you like about Lance? Because, again, there's a pro day, second pro day of his, and, again, we'll get some footage, but there's no live coverage of it, no wall-to-wall stuff right here. We know that Fields had a second shot at a pro day and did, according to Albert Breer, take requests from the coaching staffs that were there, like 10 plays being requested that he run and throw from NFL scouts and coaches who were there. What about Lance? What do you like about him for the one guy that perhaps few people have seen play?
He's built like a tight end. He's strong. He's so competitive. He extends plays. He has a big-time arm. His biggest issue is that mechanically, his footwork is not where it needs to be, and footwork equals ball placement. I mean, that's how it works. So he needs to go somewhere where he can probably sit for a year, and that's why I think San Francisco at 3 makes sense. Atlanta at 4 makes sense, where you can sit behind a Jimmy Garoppolo for a year or a Matt Ryan and have the time to work on the things that he needs to work on. He started 17 games, Rich, at the FCS level. But when I watch him, I see so much potential. I just think that he has a chance to be a star in the league, but he needs the right developing.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.